Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back here with another reaction video. Hope you enjoy it. Sticking to the theme of Italian soccer football, or whatever you call it. This one is the best goals of every team, Sassuolo top 10 goals on the Serie A official YouTube channel. So please check it out and hope you'll look out for Serie A videos. Serie A is, for those who don't know, Italy's top league. So I hope I can convince people who are not even into football to get into football, especially Italian football. For any Americans out there, soccer, as I say, or as they call it in Italy, Calcio, and also Celtic, as I've mentioned them as well. When I think of one, I normally think of the other as well. So I'd love to build a partnership between Italian teams like Sassuolo, including Sassuolo and Celtic. And as ever, I'd love to know what you think of this video and the original. I'm probably going to mute over the commentary. So if you want to listen to the actual commentary on the goals, also check out the original as well for that, because as I say, I'll probably mute over the commentary so I don't have to keep pausing it or whatever. I'll probably just talk over after like each goal about what goals I have for Sassuolo. And the reason why I'm covering it is like it's a Saturday and Sampdoria. There's three Italian teams. Sampdoria are no longer in Serie A, but they're in the second tier, Serie B. But there's three Italian teams that remind me of Saturday, or vice versa, which is Sampdoria, Sassuolo, and Salernitana. Probably some I think would remind me of Saturday in the lower leagues, but it's because they all start with SA, just like Saturday. And I have some quirky patterns, and I do waffle as well. I know, but I lost my train of thought. It's quite funny. That's what I was going to say. Sampdoria. Well, obviously it's not funny for Sampdoria fans, but Sampdoria used to be. I think they've even won a few league titles and a few trophies, and maybe even a few in Europe or whatnot. But they used to be a quite good Italian team in Serie A. But I think some would say they've been poorly managed, according to some. So I'm not sure if that's a fair summary or not. Maybe Sampdoria fans can let me know on that one as well. But Sassuolo and Salernitana, I think, are both still in Serie A. I could be wrong. Maybe one of them or both of them have been relegated as well. But I find it quite interesting that they are. Funny is probably not the right word, but that they are in Serie A, and I think, and Sampdoria are in Serie B. Whereas traditionally, I never heard of Sassuolo and Salernitana till recently. So they've only over the last few years got. Probably, I think for the first time in their history in these two clubs' cases, but they do remind me of each other for some reason. Sassuolo and Salernitana, I think they sound quite similar as I think, but they're called the Nero Verdi because they play in black and green. But I'd love to know if you know any other facts and information about Sassuolo, like when it started, or any sort of facts or stats, figures, information, or whatnot about the club. Please post that in the comments. Anyway, I'm going to roll the clip, and I hope you enjoy it. As I say, and please give me a mark, rating, score, whatever you want to call it, out of 100, and please feel free to post whatever you want in the comment section. And if you're watching on YouTube or even Facebook, if you want to drop any questions or anything in the live chat, I'll do my best to reply. At the same time, I don't know if I'll see your message, but if I do, I'll do my best to reply, especially on YouTube. But here goes. So I was thinking, because I'm using this time of the adverts to go through this as I often do, but I was thinking because it starts with US Salernitana, which Sassuolo, sorry, and similar with Salernitana. If like the US could have its own sovereign wealth fund, and they could invest in either Sassuolo or Salernitana. Again, this is probably not one of my pipe dreams, but I think it'd be quite interesting if, as I say, America itself, the US, had its own sovereign wealth fund and they invested in either Sassuolo or Salernitana. I wonder what people think about each of these ideas that I come up with. I hope people won't be too harsh to say. Some people might say you don't really want to know what you think about your mind, but yeah. So, what do you think about the idea of the US having its own sovereign wealth fund, just like some of the Arab states, and investing in teams like Salernitana or Sassuolo, respectively? So, like with any Italian team, as well as Celtic, as often mentioned, I would love to see them get any possible legal, any ways that they can legally, and within the rules of the game, get investment, sponsorship, and whatnot. And again, I've mentioned this before, but work with FIFA, maybe UEFA, and also charities and NGOs, the FIFA Foundation, UEFA's foundations or whatnot, and work on like giving to charity and being part of Football for Good and things like that. So hopefully FIFA and UEFA could help them to build more football pitches, and even working with migrant and refugee agencies and that kind of thing, migrant and refugee agencies, to provide football pitches for the migrants and refugees that come to Italy, so they can be involved in helping Italy to get back to the top, rebuild its success that it used to have back in the day, hopefully both club and country level. That's one of my goals and dreams and things like that. And I also think it would be quite interesting if an Italian team like Sassuolo, let's say in this case, suddenly got lots of investment and bought loads of players. It reminded me of like what happened to Chelsea back in the day when they got loads of investment, although it's gone downhill since then. But I think their expectations have gone a lot higher. That's probably why. But they used to be like they did get near the top sometimes, but before Roman Abramovich, obviously now he's had to sell, but before, when he was there, they were starting to win, and at least competing and even win in some cases Champions Leagues, even let alone like leagues and things like that. They were winning FA Cups, leagues, Champions Leagues, and all sorts of things. And if the manager didn't perform, they just get rid of him. And now, like with Man City and even Newcastle up and coming and that kind of thing, those really were kind of, with all respect to those teams, they were kind of. I know Newcastle's got a passionate fan base, but they were middle of the road kind of teams. Although I remember Newcastle like competing, they never really won anything for a long, long time. If you go back, in fact, they still haven't yet. But with this wealth of investment, so it would be interesting. I think if a team like Sassuolo suddenly just got a wealthy owner, maybe an Arabian one or American one or whatever, and started to compete in Europe and winning things, I think that start winning things. I'd love to know what Sassuolo fans think of that. For some reason, the word Sassuolo reminds me of sassy. I don't know why, but yeah, well, it sounds like that anyway. But Sassuolo Saturdays, as I said, given my patterns and things like that. So I suppose those are my main goals for Sassuolo and other town teams as well, Celtic, in a nutshell. But I'd love to know what Sassuolo fans think. Maybe their expectations or even their goals are quite low. Or maybe, I suppose if they got the investment, maybe those goals would increase and they'll become more demanding of success. I don't know. But I'd love to read from and hear from, in this case, as well as fans of Serie A generally, Sassuolo fans. I think it'd be interesting to read and hear from what they think and whether they'd welcome investment, because surprisingly not everyone wants a lot of investment in their club for whatever reason, for like ethos or whatever. Another thing is, I think it'd be cool if, and again, this is a point I've mentioned a lot, but if they could avoid financial fair play, if they could like find a way around it legally, again, like being part of Football for Good, maybe FIFA and or UEFA could sort of give Italian teams and Celtic some leeway in terms of FFP. And another thing is, I wonder if the fans could donate to the club, at least have shares and equity in the club. I mean, if they donate, it's even free money, so that would be pretty cool for Italian teams. So, like with Italian team and Celtic, basically, I would love to see them bringing in the best possible players and having youth academies. I suppose they're my goals in a nutshell, really, to put simply. Can't really think of many others, but I'd love to read from and hear from Sassuolo fans, as I say. Hope I did quite well at keeping this short and sweet. I know I didn't really react to the goals as much, but maybe you can make your own reaction videos version, and I hope you'll check these out. Again, maybe even make your own reactions. These like football fans, soccer fans, or whatever around the world, and that kind of thing can react to these videos and give your own reaction of those goals. Maybe even your own commentary, which YouTube will give you a chance to, or even Facebook, give you a chance to be a commentator and see what it's like to be a commentator yourself. So that's the beauty of Facebook and YouTube, I think, nowadays, because like it gives you the opportunity to broadcast even a fool like me, even someone as stupid as me. But I was going to say the reason why I haven't got tea is because I've run out of sugar, so I can't drink tea without sugar. I find it tastes disgusting for me. Unfortunately, I have a sweet tooth. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, I hope you give me a mark, rating, score, whatever you want to call it, out of 100, and just generally as well, positive feedback and well, constructive criticism, positive feedback, or anything else you want to comment. And I'm going to stop waffling. I'd love to know what you think about Sassuolo, what you think about the original video, what you think about my video, and you think about, and do you think my goals are interesting, and do you think I did a good job covering it. But I'll do the best I can, I suppose. As stupid as I can be sometimes. But anyway, peace and love. I am out.